Hey folks, Nas here. Another medieval Dynasty video with our 1-day season hard mode challenge. I've got a little bit of a different video for you today. You're basically getting two videos in one. So when I went to record these videos the other day, I was a little rushed to get them recorded and didn't do a sound check before pressing record. I know. It was a rookie mistake, but it happened. Unfortunately, I didn't realize it until I went to go edit the videos a few days later. When I finally sat down to edit them, I realized there was no audio for my voice, and I recorded 2 full episodes and could only hear the game. So after having a small hissy fit and checking my audio settings to only see, yep, the setting was reset back to default. Thanks, OBS update. I tried to figure out how I was going to salvage these damaged episodes. Now granted, they weren't really damaged, they just were missing my voice, which makes them very dull to watch. So I decided to do kind of a summary of both videos in one, because there was no way that I could make like a 20-minute video out of each of these. There was just no way, because I don't write my dialogue for my videos. I literally, hit record, I play the game and speak as I'm playing. There's no set dialogue or anything, as obviously you should be able to tell in most of my videos, to where I fumble around a lot of times. So I apologize for my audio blunder, and will do my best to not have this happen again. Sadly, we all know it might. Because stuff happens, things happen. There was an update or something with OBS. I didn't realize that my audio was set back to default or my microphone setting was set to default rather than the actual microphone that I used to record. So when I started what was going to be the original episode 23, I decided to gather the oat from the fields. But I did not replant anything because I was going to say that that tedious task for the end of the video, like I have done in the past. I then went around the village and repaired all of the damaged buildings, and in doing so, I saw my wife had another family quest, and went to talk to her to see, went to talk to her to see what she had on the honeydew list for me.
How can I help you?
She proceeded to tell me that our wonderful brat of a boy was fighting to get out of her belly. Shocked as I was to hear we're having a boy, I had to ask her how she knew the baby was a boy. Miss Z then told me the story of how a soothsayer had passed through the village, and she had asked for a reading, to which the soothsayer let her know that she was pregnant with a strong, healthy boy. At this point, Miss Z could see my overwhelming excitement about this wondrous news, and she told me that I could take some time and go celebrate at the tavern over a few drinks. So I didn't waste any time. I grabbed Miss Donkey, headed off to the local tavern, where I had planned on only having one celebratory drink. I decided to stand at the counter to drink my 1 stein of mead because I was too excited, could not be bothered by sitting at the table. However, I did have a wonderful conversation with the tavern lady. We will call her Deborah because I can't pronounce her name. Deborah told me a lovely story about how she fell into the position of running a tavern. Oh, and also how she never got married. This was very interesting to me, as I thought she was married to Unigast. Unfortunately, during our conversation, she had managed to get a few more steins of mead in me, and I was not able to talk to her about being Unigast's wife. Oh well, maybe next time, because it was time for me to head back home. Luckily for me, Miss Donkey didn't have anything to drink and was able to get me safely back to the village, where I then decided it was a good idea to pull out my axe and begin chopping down trees. Celebrating or not, this is still a one-day challenge and stuff needs to be done. During my logging expedition, it gave me a little time to sober up. Then I went to do a little farming. Sadly, I had to run back into Gustovia and buy some manure to make fertilizer. On my return to the village, I proceeded to get some rye in the ground before the turn of midnight. Now we head into what was going to be episode 24, with the arrival of our son, and we get to choose a name for him. If you remember earlier, when I said Miss Z referred to our unborn son as a brat trying to escape her belly, I found the perfect name for him in the list. Yes, our son will forever be known as Bratimir. After listening to my wife hum a tune to Bratimir, I headed out to get a few morning chores done. Checking traps, looking over our daily demands, and realizing that I had enough rot to make fertilizer and did not need to buy the manure I had bought the previous day. Then I gathered materials to craft 600 wooden bolts to sell so we can make a few coins for our taxes coming up next season. After making sure all of the villagers' food, water, and wood situation was met, it was time to head off to Gustovia. Once I was there, I sold all of the wooden bolts, where I had to visit 2 vendors to actually sell them all. This was a good feeling, being able to craft enough to start relieving multiple vendors of their coin. Now we head out to tell Elwyn about Gisella's offer to becoming a great hunter, which Elwyn was very excited about this opportunity. However, Elwyn did not have a bow to hunt with, mainly because he gave it to us when he got mad that we won his hunting tournament a while back. Luckily for Elwyn, we have a spare recurve bow in our resource storage, and are more than happy to give it to Elwyn so he can become the great hunter we all know he can be. After heading back to the village to retrieve the bow for Elwyn, and actually remembering to check my own traps this time, like a great hunter I am, we make the trek back to Gustovia. Once there, we present Elwyn with his new trusty recurve bow. Elwyn, being nervous to find the game that would make a suitable trophy to show Gisella that he is a capable hunter, we tell him about a Wysant location and give him a few tips to get rid of his nervousness. And just like that, Elwyn is off on his new life adventures of becoming a great hunter. Upon Elwyn's departure, he gifted us the iron hoe and scythe he trusted all these years to help him tend to his fields. Don't worry, Elwyn, we'll use them until they break. Bye, Elwyn. You'll be missed, buddy. After saying our goodbyes to Elwyn, I headed back to the village and started working on building the next house for our new villager. However, during my building the house, I had noticed the sun was setting and decided to go check to see if the abandoned camp was at the Triple Waterfall. Luckily, the camp had spawned, but not the broken cart. There was also a bronze pickaxe and some ore at the base of the waterfall for me to collect. Unfortunately, there was nothing to loot at the top of the vaults. Once I had looted all the spoils of the area, I then headed back to resume cutting down trees to finish building our next villager's house. Alrighty, folks. Well, after recording for my blunder, I realized that I just didn't have a whole lot of footage. So what I did is decided to tack that footage onto the front of this video. So now we're actually going to go into what technically would have been episode 25. But I think I'm just looping. I think I'm just going to combine all of this into one. It'll be a little extra long video. But anyway, we are now in spring of year 7. We have taxes we have to pay. It looks like we've got some new hunting skills because I gained, I was checking the traps, being a good hunter, and we gained another couple of skill points for the hunting skill. Now, we want to try to get down here to trapping master so we can actually place more traps. More traps means more points when we go and check traps because there's going to be more traps to check. This will help actually get our hunting skills up higher, quicker. So let's see, I'm thinking we could do tracker, which is going to give us the tracking animals in inspector mode, which is going to be a helpful tool to have. Plus, as you can see over here on the right-hand side, it is in the second tier of the tree system here, which will unlock us collecting this point in tracker will unlock the third tier, which will then get us trapping master. So we can actually put a point into that. So we're going to take tracker, put the 1 point there. As you can see, it opened up the next tree here. We're going to go down to trapping master. So we can increase our trap limit by 1. So we can put 1 extra trap of each type. So that's going to be a rabbit trap, a bird trap, and a rat trap. So we'll take trap master. So hopefully that will help us get more points quicker. Well, it should help us get more points quicker. Now, I think that's probably going to be better to have the extra traps over having the extra hunting knowledge, because the hunting knowledge would only give us 5% more experience gain for hunting activities, as to where we're going to get get 1 extra trapping experience bonus for each trap we get, rather than just the 10% overall bonus. Alright, so are any of them tripped? No, no, and no. Do I have any stuff on me to where I can build new traps? No, no, and no. So we need sticks and stones. All right, let's grab some sticks and stones and go ahead and build those new traps. That way we can get those going. Let's go into there. Let's go down to sticks. We'll just grab a bundle of sticks. Grab a little bit bigger bundle of sticks. I don't know how many we need. Stones, we only need a few stones. Whoops. Yeah, 12. Yeah, that's plenty. Oh, we got some repairs to do as well. So let's go down here. And I should... where do I want to place these? I'm probably... Man, I really hate to place them back in the back, because then I'm not even going to pay attention to them hardly. I can hear my son in there giggling. Can we see him through the window? Yep, there they are. That's too cool. I love that they added that kind of stuff in the game. Alrighty, let's get these traps made. Spin that around. We'll just place that right there. And then we can go back and go into the bird trap. Spin that around. Place that there. Go back in and rat trap. Spin that around. No, actually, we really didn't need to spin it around. It's fine the way it was. And we'll place that right there. Now, let's see. I was going to put a road there to make it easier to see them, but then I wouldn't be able to place them again. Or would I? Yeah, I don't know. It'll be fine. Once these break here, then I'll move those in the back over there. But at least now we got 6 traps to actually help us with our hunting. Now, do I have a sickle? No. Now, we got a new scythe from Elwyn doing his quest and everything. So we could probably use that. You know what? I should probably go ahead and just use this sickle up. I keep clicking the wrong thing. But yeah, there's his scythe. We'll take that as well. Just in case we break this, which we probably will. Let's put the sickle in 5 until it breaks. So let's go out here and gather this here. You can see that we have the herald available to us. Now, I don't think that we are anywhere close to being ready to do the herald quest. So I have a feeling we're going to kind of have to skip that a little bit, because I do not want to fail that if we pick it up. But let me go through, let me gather this rye, and I'll be right back. We have a new farming skill. Well, is that a skill or a technology? Hang on, let's check this real quick. It was a skill. Alrighty, so we've already got the 3 of 3. We've got the whistleblower. Let's see. Skilled rider, 10% slower amount stamina consumption. What is this? Increased carry weight and faster riding. I want to get to this faster riding for sure. But we are going to grab... I think we're going to grab the skilled rider. So we have the slower stamina consumption while riding. So we're going to grab that. And we still got 1 more point. So we're actually going to grab Night Rider, which gives us 10% faster riding. Perfect. So that'll be good. So we can actually try and, with our next couple of points, maybe max out Night Rider so Miss Donkey is a little bit faster, because her base speed is slow, kind of like a donkey. Now, it's still going to be slower than the horse, but it'll be faster than what we're currently riding her at. Alrighty, now let me finish gathering this rye. Alrighty, there we go. You can see I had to switch to the scythe. What is that called? Yeah, the scythe. Because the smaller one was the sickle. But anyway, I had to switch to that because the sickle ended up breaking. Let's go thresh this stuff in the barn real quick. And then we've got to go and repair some of these buildings. Look at that, 82 rye grain. Now, eventually, I want to get another donkey so we can kind of start breeding the donkeys a little bit. But I'm going to have somebody working the little donkey stall over there. Alrighty, so I'm going to put all of this stuff away for now. We'll plant later, but I do need to repair these buildings. So let's grab some more sticks, because I know I'm going to need some more sticks. We'll grab a few logs. I don't know how many we're going to need. We'll just grab 4 for now. But let's grab some sticks. I'm already encumbered. Why am I encumbered so much? Just because of all the sticks? That can't be right. Oh, wait a minute, didn't we gave that recurve bow? Oh, we found another recurve bow at the camp. That's right. I was thinking, okay, man, I thought we gave that recurve bow to Elwyn. but we found one at the camp. All right, we're going to throw that recurve bow in there because you never know when you're going to need it for a potential quest. We got iron arrows, bolts. Okay. I seem to be really overweight, and I'm not 100% sure why. There's only 27 between the sticks and the logs. We got 8 with the straw. Okay, there's clearly something I'm missing, but regardless, let's pull out the hammer real quick. We're going to do repair. Let's go through and repair a bunch of this stuff, and then I see that my wife has a quest, so I think we're going to do... Come on. I think we're going to do the wife quest, the family quest first. I'd really like to try and do those as often as I can. Time allowing, obviously. No. Okay. It's a brand new building. It shouldn't be damaged. Let's run down through here. I see a panel down here, what looks like the food storage. Oh, the water, the well is damaged as well. The well is damaged as well. Art. Come on, there we go. Hit it. Oh, 2 sides. Get it going. There we go. Any other buildings? Don't. There's something here in the barn. Now I know I'd had a comment on one of the videos to where they suggested that I do a large flax field, but with, you know, with me doing the farming to gain the skills, doing a larger field is just, it's not feasible. The time it takes to, you know, fertilize it, plow it, seed it, and everything, it would take me all day, and that's just not, it's not fun to watch me do a big field in a day's time, and I would have to do that every day. So I am not going to be doing large fields. We're going to be doing the small fields. I may add more fields as we get farther into the series, if we get that far. Let's go ahead and put the logs back. Let's put the sticks back. Straw. We have to pay our taxes today. How many feathers do we get? We have 100. We can do 150 bolts. So let's do that. We'll get 150 feathers and 150 sticks. Come on, where's the 150 at? We'll just do that. 150 sticks. Good. And we'll run back over here and we'll make some bolts so we can sell a few bolts when we go to Gustovia to pay our taxes. And we still have to go and talk to Sambor. We haven't done that in a few seasons yet, but we will be doing that. I believe we have 12 years left on that. Let's double check. You got a story? Yeah, we got 12 years to go and talk to Sambor. We have to pay our taxes now. There is no expiration on Chapter 9. But we have to get 4 more inhabitants in here and 1 more worker. So we'll end up bringing somebody else in for, how many... We can only have 1 person in here. I mean, I guess I could try and bring somebody in to make food, but I really need to have... I really need to be crafting the stuff myself, so for that skill point. Now, I could bring somebody in for the donkey shelter to man that. That's going to be a farming, right? Yeah, farming. So I need to find somebody that's a 3 in farming, and I could bring them in to the donkey shelter Oh, I was going to bring somebody into the herbalist hut too. I already have somebody in the herbalist hut. There we go. Good. But I don't want to really bring anybody into the barn yet, or not the barn. I don't want to do the farm shed because I want to gather my own stuff so I can gather the skill points for that. Okay, now let's put our hammer away. Where is my wife? She's in here. Oh, look, all our traps are tripped. Collect. Arm. Collect. Oh. Oh, that was already, I thought it was disarmed. All right, let's put our stuff in here. We also need to check our management. Food demand is fine. Water demand is fine. The wood demand is not fine. We need to make some firewood. So let's go in here. We had some logs left in here. Let's drop off a few of these. Let's grab some of these logs. Grab 11 logs right now. Let's go into this and we'll craft those into firewood. That gave us 44 firewood. What did that get us for on demand? We're good on demand now, so that's perfect. I might have to go and plant something in the field this evening and before it hits midnight, and then probably chop down some more trees. But let's find my wife. Hi, honey. So happy. Alrighty.
How is life treating you?
Want a little gulp? I can share. Oh, I appreciate that. Apparently I was thirsty. How's my beautiful family doing? According to the little boss man over here, we're bored. Any way I could help? Maybe you could tell him one of your stories. I'm willing to try anything at this moment. My famous made-up tale? Gladly. Okay. Long time ago, in a realm far, far away, lived... Oh, we get to choose these. I haven't done these before. Let's see. We get to choose a cowardly knight, a deaf bard, a kingdomless king, a blind painter, an honest nobleman. Let's go with a deaf bard alongside his pet... Pet shoe, stork, pebble, moth, carp. We're going to go with his pet Pebble. Their home was like no other. It was a burned down something, a made out of pure gold something, a mold infested something, a rainbow colored something, a reasonably priced. We're going to go with a reasonably priced castle sewer oak, privy, or inn. A reasonably priced oak. They didn't have any friends apart from each other. No one really liked them because every single day they spent playing board games, telling made-up stories, hunting imaginary caterpillars, eating fertilizer, trying to sell their tacky wood figurines. Well, let's go with tacky wood figurines since we are doing the Sambor quest. But soon it was all going to change. A nearby village was attacked by a flock of demonic ducks. I'm not even reading anymore. We're going with a flock of demonic ducks. The attackers were as ruthless as they were whimsical. The villagers ran in terror, leaving their homes and belongings behind. All hope seemed to be lost. That's when our lovely hero and his companion came to the rescue. They used a mighty weapon never before seen in the realm. A magical ladle, which made a funny sound when swung, common sense, unprecedented violence, an intricate dance routine, a clever lie. We're going to go with an intricate dance routine. With the use of this unstoppable force, the foes dispersed and vanished into thin air. The villagers returned to their homes and cheered the noble hero and his pet. They asked what kind of a reward would the liberators would want. The answer was simple. Their lives, their newborn babies until the end of time, all of their souls, every single one of their possessions, a throne made from their teeth. Oh my goodness. We're going to go with the throne made from their teeth. Well, the fact that the hero lived in exile for all those years with only a companion incapable of human speech at his side made his sense of humor a little rusty, to say the least. The villagers didn't appreciate the joke and threw him into the dungeon. But that's not the end of the story. You see, in the dungeon, the hero found love. A beautiful guard named Mustache Marta, Carolina, the Overeater, Toothless Tamara, Piggy the Pig, and Sambor. Oh my gosh. I gotta go. I want to go with Toothless Tamara since we use the tooth thing for the throne. But I'm thinking Sambor. Let's go with Toothless Tamara. And then they got married, lived happy lives because they never had children. They died soon after. He could never leave his cell, which she liked very much. They both loved interrupting each other's sentences. They didn't know any better. Let's see. They both loved interrupting each other's sentences. That was one of the strangest things I've ever heard, but it looks like our tiny lad loved it. He probably just likes his daddy's voice. You might be right. Your accent is one of the things I immediately liked about you. My what? Do I have an accent? Are you joking? Of course you have. You sound nothing like the locals or even most of the travelers. You never pointed it out. I thought it was obvious, just like your different colored eyes. My what? Now you're just pulling my leg. Just a little bit. I have to run, my love. Very cool. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Little interactive quest and everything. That was pretty cool. So there's been a lot of these family quests that I haven't done yet, just because of when they were introduced and how far along I was in my season 5. But we need to go to town and pay our taxes. Miss Donkey, are you ready for a ride? Let's go. We are going to head off into Gustovia and at least get our taxes paid so we can come back and start working on putting something in the ground at the farm. And we also need to look to see, did I ever decide what I wanted? Oh yeah, I wanted somebody for the stall, for the stable, donkey shelter. So we'll have to see if we can get somebody for that. I'm sitting here trying to think, is there something else I should probably be focusing on more than the donkey? Yeah. Oh, it's just a rock formation. I saw that rock formation. I didn't recognize it for some reason. Alrighty, let's head over here. This looks to be Unigost right here anyway. Let's go in here. Let's highlight pay our taxes. Let's talk to Mr. Unigost. Hi, did you come to pay your taxes? Yes, here you go. Should be everything. Splendid. Perfect. Got our taxes paid. Now, let's go and visit our favorite little vendor here, Adelina.
Hello there.
I don't know if she's our favorite.
Only the best products here.
I just usually hit this one first. Let's see. We need to sell the wine. Oh, we have 2 wine. We'll sell that. We also need to sell these iron arrows. We can sell... I should have put the scythe away. Plum juice. Simple torch. The straw hat. We're going to keep that regular torch. We will sell the lower quality water skin and all 150 wooden bolts. I did not look to see how much our taxes were before we paid. I just paid. But we got 2,600 coins still left, so that's good.
See you
Farewell. Now we shouldn't need fertilizer or anything. Where's that? Oh, where's he at? Oh, he's off in Jezreka. The herald is way over in Jezreka. Well, we're not going to that for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about doing some of these until we have a little bit more coin on hand. We may have to wait until the next time he comes around. Now, the herald only has a percentage to show up each season. And each season he does not show up, his percentage increases for his arrival. Now, I do have a couple of videos out talking about the king and the herald and their challenges and stuff like that. If you're interested, I'll try and either put a banner at the top of the screen or maybe link it at the end of the video or something like that. But anyway, let's head back into... Oh, no. Let's go look at villagers, because I need to bring some villagers in. I completely forgot to do that. So let's see if they got any new villagers in Gustovia before we head back and do our farming and tree chopping. Oh, we literally have one person at the fire. This does not look promising. Let's see. And you're a 2 in everything except production. We kind of need a 3 in farming. All right, let's head across the river to Borowu and see if there might be anybody over there. I think we'll just cut through the water. This donkey probably needs a bath anyway. Can I drink the water while I'm riding? I can. Perfect. All right, looks like we might have a few more people around the campfire here. I wonder if they're all actual travelers or not. So 3 in diplomacy, 3 in excavation. Okay, wait a minute. Hang on. Let's go into here. Bradimir needs a job. Oh, wait, he can't work yet. Let's see. We have the well. Is that excavation? I mean, I could set him to fill buckets. Yes, that is excavation for the well. So that would be good. I could actually get him in and do that. What else do we have? We don't have anything else on it for extraction. So I could do that. See, I don't have anybody in the kitchen, smithy, or workshop because I'm needing to do those productions. And I have fast crafting on, so I should be able to do them. Let's see. But the donkey shelter, I will want somebody in there for that. The barn. See, I could have somebody threshing the rye and stuff and making the animal feed, but again, those are crafting things that are going to help with my production points. So I still kind of need to be doing that. And again, with fast crafting on, it shouldn't take me very much time to do those things. So we are not going to do that. We'll close that. We'll close that. We'll leave those open because I want to, those are the places I want to kind of put somebody. But let's see about getting this guy. Yeah, this guy right here. We'll get him I'm creating a new settlement looking for good people. Great, see you there. Alrighty, let's go in and let's find him. There he is. And we can assign him a house, which we should. Don't we have a... We don't have an empty house. Are you kidding me? I thought I had an empty house. I don't have an empty house. Okay, so I don't have a house for him. That's not good. Not good at all. I thought I had an extra house. I do, right there. What is going on? Building must be constructed. It's not done. Oh. So I did have a house. It's just not done. All right, let's go into management. Let's give him a job at least. Assign a workplace. He's going to be in the well. There. Then let's go into the well and let's assign him water buckets. We'll have him do like 3 buckets a day, 4 buckets a day. 5, okay, we're gonna do like 1 bucket a day. I don't know how much they're going through, but 1 bucket a day probably is enough for now. It's enough to where I can keep an eye on it. And it gives him something to do because we don't want him filling his stuff too quickly because then we're going to have a warning, like all of the warnings that are up on the screen right now. But we're going to have a warning come up on the screen telling us that he doesn't have anything to do because he would be out of buckets to fill. So you want to try and keep those as close to what you're using as possible without going over too much so that way they're not utilizing all of their time up too quickly. Now, I need to see, because this was the last house we built, what is not done? What is not done? Let's grab our hammer. The attic! Oh, the attic's not done. All right, let's go do the attic. Let's grab two logs. There's some stuff in the traps there I saw. But let's go grab 2 logs. So we can finish his attic, because he is... Oh, there we go. I think I got 2 logs. He's going to steadily be upset because he doesn't have a house. And technically, I don't think he's going to work without a house. All right, let's 1 and 2. There we go. House is done. All right. Let's get you in a house. There we go. Now he's going to be happy. There we go. All of his stuff went away. Now, we need to go and figure out what we need to put in the ground, and I need to do that. Oh, let's check our traps. Let's be a good hunter and check all our traps. That one's tripped. And that one's tripped. We can put those 2 in the back now. Over here. Oh, this one's tripped. Okay, good. Let's rearm that. Go put this stuff away and figure out what we're going to put in the ground. Not feathers. Meat. There it is. Perfect. Put the feathers away. Now we need to figure out what we need. We need a bag for sure. We need to go out and hopefully find some more bags. Cabbage or carrot seeds? Spring or winter for the carrot seeds. We might do carrot. How much rye and oat do we have? Okay, we're going to need 30 of these. Good. So we got 103 fertilizer now, so we're pretty good on fertilizer. We're gonna need the hoe. We got 183 oat grain, which we can plant right now. And we got 400 rye grain. I think we need to get oat in the ground, because the oat and the rye is what we're going to be using for animal feed. Those are the two things that I think we really need to get going. And then onion. Onion seeds right there. That is also spring. Okie dokie. We'll do one farm of each. That's what we'll do. So we'll do 15 onion seed, and then we'll do 15 oat. So at least that way we're getting both crops going. So let's get into here. Let's equip the bag. We'll put the bag in 5. We'll put the hoe in 6. Because we need to go and fertilize all of this. But anyway, I think I'm going to go and I'm going to do all this farming and stuff. If I have a little bit of time left, I'm going to go chop some trees down. I see we've got some that have grown back. But anyway, folks, I know this was kind of a little bit lengthier video than normal. And I apologize for my blunder recording the other two videos. But anyway, folks, if you did like this and enjoy it, hit that like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so. Both of those items help the channel out tremendously. But anyway, we'll see you folks in the next one. You take care and happy hunting.